Welcome to USA Green Card Approved, your trusted guide to U.S. immigration success. Looking to get a U.S. green card? Whether you're applying through family, work, as an international student, a religious worker, or as a victim of abuse under VAWA, we share clear information, real stories, and step-by-step help made for you. We simplify the process and equip you with information approval of your green card. Subscribe now. Your journey starts here.
Hello, do you have questions about the EB-1A green card visas and you've been thinking about whether to apply or not? You've been wondering and, going all over the internet trying to Google here and there facts about the EB-1A visa. Guys, sit tight, relax, and listen through to these very important issues I'll be dealing with today. Guys, my name is Gertrude Onuoha. I am an immigration attorney and I represent clients within and outside the United States. And today I will be delving into very important, frequently asked questions and misconceptions about the EB-1A green card pathway. Guys, before I delve into this issue, the EB-1A green card pathway is one of the fastest routes to get a green card in the United States. You do not need an employer. You do not need a job offer. In fact, you do not even need a degree. So there are many issues I get clients asking here and there. And today I'm making this video to really clarify a lot of misconceptions about the EB-1A green card. Without further ado, I will delve into it. Number one, do I need an employer to sponsor me? The answer is no. EB-1A allows you to self-petition. In other words, you are taking your immigration destiny in your hands. You don't need no employer. You don't need a job offer. You don't need any employer sponsorship. Guys, the process of getting an employer is not fun. It's difficult. Not every employer wants to be involved in your immigration journey. And guess what? Some of them even promise you they're going to do it. They end up not even doing it. And what about if you get fired or terminated? And sometimes the perm process is very long versus when you decide to do it yourself. So, self-petitioning is when you decide to be your own petitioner. You take your destiny in your hands, your immigration destiny, you take it in your hands and you self-petition. You get to control the speed. It's a beautiful thing. Very beautiful thing in the world of immigration. So the answer is you do not need an employer to sponsor you. Number two question, can I apply on a student F1 or work visa like H1B or O1 visa? Yes, as long as you are in valid legal status and you meet the EB-1A criteria. And what is the EB-1A criteria? We've talked about it a lot. Now, for you to show that you are going to make that application, you have to be eligible. And you need to show three things. Number one, you must show that you are a person of extraordinary ability in science, arts, athletics, or even in education. Okay? And the way you show it is a one time, big, world class, renowned award, which most people don't have, right? So that could be like an Oscar award, an Olympic medal, or even a Nobel Prize. But if you don't have that, relax, you don't need to worry. You could go the other path, which is to show three out of the 10 regulatory requirements. Now, if you want the details about that, I'm going to share one of my other videos. You can watch and get the details of the 10 regulatory requirements. Now, the answer to that is that you can definitely apply while in F1 status or H1B status or O status as long as you meet the criteria. Guys, if you don't meet the criteria, you will not be approved. And if you're not sure whether you meet the criteria, give us a call. Go to our website, go-attorney.com. Listen, it's worth consulting on because this costs a lot of money. Do a consultation, see whether you qualify. And if you don't qualify, we'll still give you advice on what you can do to qualify. Okay? So give us a call. Either way, you have nothing to lose. And the third question is, can I apply from outside the United States? Can somebody petition for the EB-1A from outside the United States? The answer is a big yes. Yes, you can. You can use what is called consular processing through a US embassy or consulate for your green card process. Now, if you are applying from outside the US, you still have to submit that application here in the United States at the USCIS facility, okay? You really have to submit that application here. So you can retain attorney. We've represented clients outside the United States and we've helped them package the entire process, put together, and even gotten approvals for them. So yes, you can definitely apply from outside the United States, and that's so good to know. Now, the fourth question is, what do I need to win a Nobel Prize or an Olympic gold medal for me to apply for the EB-1A? We already talked about this. No. While top awards would definitely help, you can qualify by meeting 3 out of 10 USCIS regulatory criteria for the extraordinary ability. We talked about this before in other videos. Those regulatory criteria could be receiving lesser national awards, membership of professional organizations that require outstanding achievement to be a member, authorships of research papers in very reputable journals, research papers that has been kind of like, added to the question of, or that's significant in contribution, right? So if you have a research paper that has really significantly contributed to your field, that's something that you could present. High income compared to others, leading roles or critical role in distinguished organization, exhibition or showcasing of arts, talks about you in the media, and all that. There are about 10 of them. All you need to show is 3 out of 10, and following the other requirements, you should be definitely good. And don't forget also, that's just one requirement. Okay, when you are looking at extraordinary ability, you have to show also that you intend to continue working in the field of your expertise, and also your work will substantially benefit the United States. So don't forget those other requirements. They are equally very, very important. So the answer to this is no. You do not have to have a Nobel Prize. You do not have to have an Olympic gold medal, but you do have to still meet the other alternatives provided by the regulations. Okay? Now, the fifth question is EB-1A only for scientists? That's a very good question. That's a very, very important question. Because oftentimes people tend to think that these things are mostly for people in the science. The answer is absolutely no. It applies to artists, athletes, educators, business professionals, and more across so many fields. Okay? Number six, will I automatically get approved if I meet the 3 criteria? That's a very good question. Not necessarily. USCIS applies what is called the final merit determination to judge the overall impact of your work. Okay, so think of the final merit determination as a blend, right? Bringing all the quality of your case, your evidence together to show that holistically, looking at the quality of the evidence you've provided, you are at the top of your field. You are among the 1% at the top of your field. So you are indeed a person of extraordinary ability. You are a high achiever. You are the cream de la cream of your field. So that's what that final merits determination do. And you have to do that analysis. If you don't do it, the case will be denied or RFE'd. And if you don't respond again, it will be denied. So it's very, very important component of the process. Now, question number 7 says, can I include my spouse and children in the petition? Yes. Once your I-140 is approved and you file for adjustment of status or consular processing, then your spouse and unmarried children can now make their own separate application. So, but when you are doing the EB-1A application on the I-140, you need to mention them, right? Mention them and then do the application for yourself. They are going to sync or they will swim with you. If you win, everybody comes. If you sink, everybody goes down. So that's what it is. They definitely can join. And we've had situations where people got married maybe after they submitted the application and things like that. Yeah, you can always add the name of a spouse, but keep in mind that you have to prove that the marriage is a legitimate marriage and not just for immigration purpose. Very, very important. All right, number 8. How long does it take to get approved? With premium processing, of course, they would adjudicate the I-140 within 45 days. There's no premium processing for the green card application, okay? And that's very good. Other than that, it will go through what is called regular processing, and that could take anywhere from 6 to 12 months. You can always check USCIS website for current processing times. Can I file EB-1A and another green card category at the same time? The answer is yes, as long as you qualify for any benefits that you're seeking for. So you don't want to make any frivolous application because that could come with heavy penalties. Even if you are making 2 applications at different times, at the same time, you want to make sure that you are eligible for those benefits. That's the word. You must be eligible at the time of filing so that you are not accused of what is called frivolous application, which has huge penalty in the world of immigration. Okay. The other question is, can I work while my EB-1A is pending? Not automatically. Not automatically. You have to have what is called a valid work authorization to be able to work. So the way this works is if you do concurrent filing, in other words, you do your EB-1A application under the I-140 and you do your green card application, then you may be able to ask for an EAD card while the case is pending. Or you may have your OPT under your student status, your EAD under your student status, which enables you to keep working while the case is pending. So yeah, it's not automatic, but of course it depends on what is going on. And I have a bonus question here. What if I receive a request for evidence? Does it mean a denial? Does a request for evidence equate a denial? Listen, guys, request for evidence is something that you must take seriously, because the truth is that you are one step away from a denial. You are just one step away from a denial or even an approval. Let's get positive here. So either way, it depends on what you do with it. But the way I see a request for evidence is a situation where USCIS is asking for clarification. They're giving you another opportunity to explain yourself or provide evidence for the benefit that you seek. Remember, the requirement of the law is that the burden of proof is always on the applicant. You are the one seeking for the application. It is your responsibility to provide all the documents that will help you win your case. And if you don't, or they don't understand something, they give you one more chance, right? So you are having a second bite at the cherry. If you mess it up, yeah, the case can be denied. If you take advantage and do it right, the case can be approved. I've seen lots of clients, when they get RFE, they bring it to our office, we sit down, we rework the case with them, and they walk away with an approval. So do that right now, and we'll be happy to consult with you on your case. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share, like, so that when we upload new videos, you will be first to know. Until we meet again, stay blessed and stay in status. God bless you. I hope you found valuable information today. At the Law Office of Gertrude Onuoha, we are committed to providing you with clear, useful information to help you on your immigration journey. But don't just take our word for it. Here's what some of our clients say.
It was a great experience working with the law office of Gertrude Onuoha. She supported me all through my journey of getting my green card and was available to answer my questions. I will surely recommend her.
had the privilege of working with the law office of Gertrude Onuoha for my National Interest Waiver Program, and I can't express enough gratitude for her exceptional services. Thanks to her expertise, dedication, and strategic guidance, my NIW was approved smoothly and efficiently. I highly recommend her.
I attended a Zoom conference hosted by attorney Gertrude Onuoha by chance. After hearing her detailed explanations and client testimonials, I consulted with her. Despite my uncommon research field, she and her team took the time to understand every detail. Thanks to their professionalism and thorough work, my EB-2 NIW application was successful. I highly recommend their services.